Welcome to class today. My name is Randy. Today, you guys know the drill. We're going to work on mobility and flexibility so we can age strong and move free. Today's class will be focused on lengthening the hamstrings, showing them a little love. We'll also work on our hip flexors and some compression drills. So why don't we come onto our mats, starting in cat-cow. Go ahead and pull the chest through the arms. Tilt the tailbone up towards the sky. On your exhale, dome the back. Spread the shoulder blades apart. Drip your head towards your mat. Inhale, bring the chest through the arms. Exhale, dome the back. Tuck the tailbone. Inhale, bring the chest through the arms. Take a moment to feel authentic in your own body with your movements. So whether that means doing some barrel rolls or some side stretches, maybe dragging your hips back towards your heels. Next time you come through neutral, point your fingertips towards the sides of the mat and then roll clockwise and counterclockwise over one way 3 to 4 times, and then reverse it and go the other way 3 to 4 times. Good. Flip your fingertips back towards your knees. Let your hips sink towards your heels. Let the heels of your hands pull up off your mat a little bit and then come back forward. Floss in and out of that a few times. Working on the flexibility in our wrists. Let your fingertips point towards the front of the mat. Bring your left hand over your right and gently swing that right elbow side to side. Release. Place the left hand back under the left shoulder. Right hand comes on top of it, and let your left elbow swing left and right, side to side. Feel my finger popping there. Okay, release. Left knee comes in towards the right, or left tricep, and then up and back. We're doing some hip rolls here. Sending some synovial fluid into our joint, and then go the opposite way. Next time you come out towards the side, kick your left leg out, place the foot onto the floor, bring your hips back towards your right heel, and let that left toe point up towards the sky as you come back. And then come back onto your hands, floss in and out of this a few times. Stretching into the back of the left leg. If it feels good to sit back here for a minute and just let it stretch, go ahead and do that. Come back through center, left foot meets right. Lift the right knee off the ground, into chest, out towards side, back. Into chest, out towards side, and back. Into chest, out towards side, and back. When you're doing these movements, go the opposite way. Your hips are facing towards the floor, so you're not, when you're lifting your leg open, you're not coming wide open. You're trying to keep those hips nice and stable. Next time your knee points out towards the side of the room, kick the right leg out, set the foot onto the floor, hips back towards your heel. And come on back up. Floss in and out of this a few times, taking your breath with you. If it feels good, go ahead and linger in a static stretch for a moment. Come on back up. Right knee meets left. Ground down into the hands, flip the toes, let your knees hover off the mat just about an inch or so. Ground down into the hands, spread the shoulder blades apart, lengthen the tailbone down like somebody's punching you in the stomach and you're having to tense it up to try to lessen the blow. And stay here. Keep this level of activation. You should be feeling some burn at this point. Lengthen the tailbone down if you're not. Press through the hands. Lift up into dog. Pedal out your feet. Ground down into the heels of your hands. Sway one hip back and then the other. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. Let your elbows, grab opposite elbows, I should say. You can have a generous bend in your knees here, especially if this is your first movement in the morning. Let your head shake from side to side. Maybe you get a nice sway here. Swing from the hinge at your hips. Go into a few bounces up and down. Good. Bend at the knees, sink the hips down, Malasana. You can have a towel or something under your feet here if you're not ready for this depth yet, or if you have some ankle limitations. Hands can come in towards the chest as your elbows push your knees out and you're growing from your waist. So you're lifting up out of your waist. Forward fold. Right hand comes under the face. Bend the right knee. Sweep the left arm up. Tug the left hip back so you're getting a little bit more stretch right along your lower left back and your left glute here. You can take the bind if you'd like to. Release. Left fingertips come down beneath your face. Bend the left knee. Sweep the right arm up. Tug the right hip back and reach your right arm towards the sky. Oh, yes. Again, you can take the bind if that's something you enjoy doing. Release the right hand to the floor. Walk your hands back to dog. Come up onto the balls of the feet, bend at the knees, jump step, hop your feet to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Sweep your arms up towards the sky as you lift into mountain pose. Hands into chest. Bring your hands to your hips. Bend, hinge at the hips with your feet where they are. And then come on back up. Hinge at the hips until your chest is parallel with the floor. And come on back up. 2 more times, hinge at the hips till your chest is parallel with the floor. You should feel a nice stretch on your hamstrings. And then come on back up. 1 more time, hinge at the hips. Forward fold. Hands to the floor, and then I want you to see if you can hover that right foot. Just an inch or so off the floor. And then place it back down. Can you hover the left? bringing the hip into the hip socket here as you're hovering your left foot. And then bring it down to the floor. Forward fold. Hands to the mat, jump step, hop your feet to the back. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Come on to the balls of the feet, bend at the knees, jump step, hop your feet to the top of the mat, halfway lift, forward fold. Sweep the arms towards the sky. Hands come to chest. Bring the hands to the waist. Hinge at the hips till the chest is parallel with the mat. And come on back up. Hinge at the hips. Feel the stretch. Come on back up. Hinge at the hips. Keeping the belly in towards the spine. Everything is active. Come on back up. One more time. Hinge at the hips. Keeping the belly towards the spine. Forward fold. Hands are onto the floor. Halfway lift. Plug the right hip into the socket as you lift the right toes off the floor. Bring it back down. Lift the left toes up into the socket as you hover the left foot. And then bring it back down. Forward fold. Jump step, hop your feet to the back of the mat. I'm laughing because I am cramping up in my hip flexors as I do that. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Bend into the knees, jump step, hop your feet to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Sweep the arms up, inhale. Hands to chest and then at the waist. Inhale. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Hover halfway. Lift back up. Hinge at the hips. So we're doing basically good mornings here. Come on back up. 2 more times, hinge at the hips. Come on back up. Last time, hinge at the hips. Forward fold. All right, we're either going to do the hover, which we've been doing, or you can place your hands on the floor, tented or not, whichever one's working for you. Halfway lift, you're gonna plug the foot up and then see if you can kick the wrist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. If you're not there yet, that's okay. You're just gonna hover the foot. If you're plugged the other one, let's do the other. 2, 3, 4, 5. Forward fold. Hands to the floor. Jump, step, hop your feet back. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Let's start working into some flow. Sweep the right leg up towards the sky. Inhale. Open the hip. Oh, just because it feels good. We've been doing a lot of flexation. Let the heel draw towards the glutes. Right knee to left tricep. Come onto the knife edge of the left foot. So we're in this awkward side plank. If that doesn't work for you, you can always have the knee down. So here we are. Straighten the leg. 1, 2, 3 taps. Foot onto the floor. If you were in that awkward side plank, here's where I want you to join me. If you were in the modified, I should say. Open up into fallen triangle. Good. Sink your hips towards the floor. Bend through the middle. Take a breather for a moment. Oh, yeah. Lengthening the spine. Hands are going to come on either side of your right leg. Lift the right leg up, so your glutes are still on the floor, and then place them down. We're gonna do pulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that was wonderful. Hands come back towards the front of the mat. Right foot, knee to chest, 3-leg down dog. Right foot to the top of the mat. Crescent pose, rise up. Open up, warrior 2. Straighten the front leg. Reach the right arm forward. Adjust your feet as needed. We're coming into triangle pose. So fingertips can be on a block on the floor on your shin. And then left arm reaches up towards the sky. Right hip comes in towards the midline. Good. Keeping that front leg straight, or you can bend the knee a little bit. Rise back up. Bend into the back leg. Skandasana. Here we are. Just be here for a moment. Ground down into the back leg. Hands frame the front foot. Right foot meets left. You can even do a little handstand play here if you'd like, before your feet meet at the back of the mat, and come into dog. Sweep the left leg up towards the sky. Open the hip. Left knee to right tricep. Coming into your awkward side plank. Knee can be on the floor if you'd like, or lifted. If it's lifted, we're going to do a few taps. 1, 2, 3. Everybody meets in fallen triangle. Gently bring your hips to the floor. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Oh yeah. Frame your hands around the left leg. We're going to do a few pulses. So lift the heel off the floor as high as you can, and then back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Foot to the floor. Hands come to the top of the mat. 3-leg down dog on the right leg. Jump, step, hop that right foot or left foot to the top of the mat. Crescent pose for just a moment. Open up, warrior 2. Straighten the front leg, reach the left hand forward, coming into triangle pose. So wherever it feels good to place that left hand on the floor, on a mat, on the shin, do that and reach your right arm up towards the sky. Ground down into the front leg. Skandasana to the back. Just feel the legs opening up here. Ground down into the right heel. Cartwheel the hands around the left foot. Jump, step, hop, handstand. Your feet to the back of the mat. And then chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Ground down into the heels of the hands. Take a deep breath through the nose and then sigh it through the mouth. Sweep the right leg up, open the hip. Right knee to left tricep. Awkward side plank. Straighten the leg. 1, 2, 3. Open up, fallen triangle. Hips to the floor. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up, frame the right leg, lift the heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know. Hands to the front of the mat. 3-leg down dog. Right foot to the top of the mat. Crescent pose. Open up, warrior 2. Triangle. Lift out of it. Skandasana to the back of the mat. Ground down into the front foot. Bend into the right foot. Warrior 3. Left knee into chest. Pistol down so you can grab the right toe. Reach it forward. This leg doesn't have to be straight, right? If that's not working for you, just lean your chest forward over it as you sink your hips down. And then bring your hips to the floor. Keep the right leg like it is. Hands reach forward onto that left foot. Forward fold. You have another option here to try heron pose. So you're going to grab both sides of that left foot and lift it up towards the sky. Nice straight spine. Release and gently bring that foot back to the floor. Left hand comes to the outside of the left thigh. Lift up. Bring the left foot back through the opening. Hands to the front of the mat. You can bring the right toes back about a ruler or two's length and then try a little handstand before you come back to dog. Sweep the left leg up. Open the hip. Left knee, right tricep. Awkward side plank. Kick the leg out. 1, 2, 3. Fallen triangle. Hips to the floor. Nice straight spine. Inhale. Exhale. Fold through center. Lift back up. Hands frame the left leg. Lift the heel up. And 5 taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands come to the front of the mat. 3-legged down dog. Left leg reaches up. Crescent pose. Here we go. Lift up. Warrior 2. Straighten the front leg. Triangle pose. Reach the right arm up. Lift out of this. Skandasana at the back of the mat. Ground down into the right heel. Lift back up, bend into the front leg, coming into warrior 3. Find one spot to gaze at on the floor. Spat. I don't know why I said spat. Spot. Wrapping the left hip back. My left hip has trouble wrapping back, so I always like to give it a little encouragement, placing my left thumb in between the hip crease and encouraging it to wrap back. Kick the right leg back. Both sides of our body are not always the same. Right knee into chest. We're pistoling down. You can grab the right toe. Reach that right foot forward as your chest comes forward over the left knee. Sink your hips down and hips to the floor. Taking either the forward fold by reaching your hands to the inside of the left leg and grabbing for that left foot. You can even use your arm here to create this nice little stretch. Gives a bit of a hip stretch too when you do that. Or if you want to do heron, you bring the knee into chest, grab both sides of that right foot, lift it up. Nice long spine. We're not rounding. We're not going into our back. We're nice, proud chests and spine here. Gently release the foot to the floor. Right hand comes to the outside of the right hip. Lift your hips up. Weave through. Left foot can come back just a little bit if you want to try to handstand. We're all meeting in dog, chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. Knees come to the floor. Close your eyes down. Okay, we're going to take a moment here and you're going to do whatever type of inversion you want to do. We've been working with compression, so it would be a great time to work on some handstands. We have nice lengthened hamstrings at the moment, which always helps when we're playing with handstand. You can go to a wall if you're working on handstand that way. Walk your feet up the wall this way, right? So your chest is facing towards the wall. That's going to help you with alignment. You can play in the middle of the floor. You can do forearm stand. Wherever you're at, I will demo press handstand here if you're new to that, if you're working on that, because compression really helps with that. So what I'm doing here is I'm in my forward fold and I am working on getting my chest towards my thighs, okay? Because the closer my hips are to being over my shoulders, the easier it's going to be to come up into a handstand. Hands on the ground in front of me, and you're just pouring all your weight into your hands until your toes lift. And did you see my hands are really gripping into the mat as I was pouring my weight forward into them? So you're going to come up onto your tiptoes, so much so that your feet, your hips come over your shoulders and your feet lift up off of the floor. Inhale. Forward fold. Hands come to the ground nice and flat. Grip into the mat as you come onto the toes. And then see if you can hover your feet. Another great way to play with handstand or press handstand is to try the puppy press. So same idea. Coming onto into a deep forward fold, hands on the floor, come up onto the toes, and then you're going to peel your left or whatever feels natural leg into your chest, and then see if you can work those right toes up. And usually they come over to the side when you're first learning your press. Hands to the floor. Maybe you need to take a minute to roll out your wrists. That is a lot of flexibility, strength going into your wrist movement here. So make sure you're caring for them and loving them along the way. If you have been playing and your wrists are feeling a little bit cooked, place your hands flat on the floor, the tops of the hands, and then work your feet onto the palms of the hands. Come into a forward fold and just let your toes massage your wrists here. Release. If you're still playing with handstand, you can pause me and come back when you're ready to wrap up the class. We've been doing a lot of folding, a lot of compression work. So let's take this opportunity, take a moment and go the opposite way. I'm going to grab a block because supported bridge is calling my name. If you feel ready to go into some kind of wheel, that's another option that you can take. I'm going to place this under my sacrum. And just let my hips open up the other way. You can stretch your legs long to get a little bit more stretch in that front part of your hip. Those flexors that we worked so hard today. And breathe. Heels can come back under your hips. Lightly lift those hips off the block as you work it out from under you, and then gently set your hips down. Leave your feet where they're at. We're going to do a few windshield wipers. Let your knees fall over to the right. Come through center. Let your knees fall over to the left. Take these windshield wipers at your own pace. Next time you come through center, cross your right knee over your left, or if that doesn't feel good, you just let both knees fall over to the left as you gaze over your right shoulder, your right hand. Take a nice little twist. Come back through center. Let your left knee cross over your right. Let your knees fall to the right as you gaze over your left arm. Good. Come on back up. Let your knees knock together. You also have an option to put your soles of your feet together and let your knees knock wide. That might feel very nice right now on those hips. And bring your hands to your hips. Close down your eyes Feel yourself melt into your mat and the floor beneath you as it supports you. Take a scan of your body and notice how it feels now compared to how it felt when you showed up at class today. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit more spacious, especially in the backs of your legs and maybe your lower back. Feel free to stay here for as long as you'd need to and as long as you'd like to before you move back into your day. I'm going to leave you here, but thank you so much for spending time with me today and spending time on your mat, doing something good for you, doing something good for your body. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. I'll see you next time.